Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yeah, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me,
I'm just tryna get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid.
Boss Cowboys.
Your voice matters.
Man, and we got something to say today. Cause your boy Stephen Jones been talking. And man, if you know what you're listening to, he laid out some nuggets. It's a lot of confirmation. So we gonna talk about it, man. This gonna be one of those where your boy Boss gets in his bag and he break down these interviews. Sit back. We gonna go on a ride. We got a ride today. Yeah. And I tell you, it's even to the point to where I scrapped the previous show I was getting ready to do. That just means you will get a double one up tomorrow. So anyway, man, y'all sit back, man. Boss gonna break this down. It's worth it. Sit back and relax. Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Is it the shoes?
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride, for the win. Still move on the hush, never run from none. I face my fears, I just drop a 9 month to month, still from year to year.
Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah.
Man, we gotta talk about this Stephen Jones.
New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest, and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a rest.
Let's go.
Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to bet. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like it's my B-day. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich.
Let's go.
I'm sporty and rich. I'm sporty
Keystone,
and
I
rich.
see ya.
Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich. I'm sporty and rich. I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again.
Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Do it again, again, again.
And all the executives have a seat.
Do it again, again, again.
And do it again, and do it again, and do it again. Man, today went crazy. I swear. Today went crazy. I was not going to talk about this at all. I was going to talk about something totally different. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. So y'all going to get some more. Y'all going to get a lot. And we breaking out Boss Land tomorrow and the final word, man. We going all the way crazy. Let me hit a button for that. Let me hit a button. We going all the way crazy. Yeah, but man, I started listening to that Stephen Jones interview, bruh. Stop me in my tracks.
Bruh.
I'm like, no, we go talk about this. Man, it was a lot of confirmation, bro. So this puts Boss at his best.
You want answers?
Man, this is when Boss is at his best.
You can't handle the truth.
And I think I got answers today.
You want answers?
All right. So I'm going to take my time, man, in no particular order, because it's so many nuggets, man. I'm going to just take these one by one. All right. One by one. I'm going to put it like this. It's going to be impossible to just sum this up into one show. You know, like every one of these could almost be their own show. That's how much to me he let out the bag today. It was a lot of confirmation. So let's go get into it. The first thing he talked about, and I want y'all to really peep, because people that been following this channel, and y'all already know this, but I've been saying that Steven has a disdain for free agents. Yeah. And it's not that he don't like them personally. It's the fact that free agents goes against his vision, and it causes him to not even reference them. The first thing I'm gonna tell you to notice, if you go listen, and I got the full link in the description. I always do that for fair use purposes, and I also recommend that whenever I do kind of like a reaction type of thing, I always think it's smart to go behind people and listen to all the context, because sometimes people can get stuff wrong, unintentional. It's all kind of stuff. Some people are deceptive, all of that. But man, the first thing I want y'all to notice, if you go listen to the full interview, is notice how he just don't recognize free agents. So we go kick the show off with that. All right, because that's what stood out to me. Most people go talk about, and most people probably what stood out to them was the draft fit our needs well. That's what you go hear most. Most people go talk about that. And we go talk about that. But that's not the highlight to me. So let's go ahead and dig it out. Let's go.
Or you don't see yourself having more needs to fill this year because of your cap situation and your lack of activity in free agency compared to past year?
I've been, we've never been real active in free agency.
Right, but you've done a lot of stuff.
We've done things, and we're not through. We'll see.
Shoot. Man, shoot. What's up, Heavy? My boy Heavy in the house, man. Also, shout out to my boy Heavy, man. Heavy, I just want to say something real quick before we get deeper into this. My boy Heavy, he's starting to really get out there on his content. Keep pushing, bro. It's lonely at the beginning, but just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Your voice matter, bro. He amplified his voice. He's starting to do videos and content. So let's go, bro. Keep it up. All right. But let me play that again. Look.
Or you don't see yourself having more needs to fill this year because of your cap situation and your lack of activity in free agency compared to past year?
I've been, we've never been real active in free agency.
Right, but you've done a lot of stuff.
We've done.
We ain't never been. Son, I can see the disdain coming out his heart. It's like, who you talking to? Man, like, hey, you been watching us? We ain't free agency. We don't do that.
Things, and we're not through. We'll see where we end up on some of these things in terms of, in terms of what makes sense for us as we see what players might be available out there, and if they make sense for us. As we all know, this free agency thing seems to be condensed every year more and more.
See, man, y'all better peep that laugh and that disdain, man. It's just obvious. Like, it's obvious to me. Let me just say it is obvious to me. It's like he scoffed at the thought. Hold on, man. Just look. I ain't tripping either. Look at this.
As we all know, this free agency thing seems to be condensed every year. More and more guys seem.
Man, he like, y'all out there panicking. Y'all panicking, man. He like, man, this old free agency thing. Yeah, I agree heavy. He really believe in his plan. He believe it too. This ain't no act. He mean it. Look.
If they make sense for us. As we all know, this free agency thing seems to be condensed every year. More and more guys seems to be one big, run in the first, 3 to 5 days. And then, as you've seen lately, there's not a lot of activity out there. But
wait. Hold on.
Oh, you see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
He just tried to get over on us. He tried it. So, according to Steven, and if I'm taking what he's saying, that in the beginning it was a lot of activity. But it just, it slowed down now. But why did it slow down, Steven? Why? Because grocery stores is already, for the most part, emptied out. But see, the way he tried to paint it was like, y'all was panicking. See, y'all don't know what y'all doing. I know what I'm doing. It was expensive week 1. It was active. Now look at it. He tried us. And see, we looked at this yesterday. That's the thing. We did a show on this yesterday where we looked at the available free agents. And it was swallowed up. Yeah, we looked at the whole list. Yeah, it's no getting around the fact that free agency, running back, defensive tackle, like the stuff that really matter that you need to fill.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
But let him tell it. Oh man, with a scoffing at it, just scoffing at it. Let him like snickering, got a grin on his face like, you come on, y'all.
No, this free agency thing seems to be condensed every year. More and more guys seems to be one big, run in the first, 3 to 5 days, and then, as you've seen lately, there's not a lot of.
You are fake news.
But, sometimes guys just have to get their hands around where they want to be. And
oh, okay, that's what it is. Oh man, what's up? We got West Coast in the building, man. What's up, West Coast? Man, look. Oh, that's what it is. These guys just got to get their hands around where they want to be. Damn, Nah, bro.
Wrong. It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
See, and this is what gets insulting, man. When you start trying to play us. See, because this is the type of fan base we have. We have this type of fan base who would independently go to Spot Track and look and see what's available. So you over here trying to tell us and sell us and give us obvious wee-woo.
Oh, you see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee-woo.
You trying to sell us and tell us that, oh yeah, these guys, they just gotta, basically think about where they want to be.
Sometimes guys just have to get their hands around where they want to be and, what their financial situation is based on, how the market's working out.
right. So, the reason why that's important, man, because I think a lot of people don't see the problem like we think we do. I think a lot of us really think the problem with the Dallas Cowboys is our unwillingness to invest into free agency. And my answer to that is,
oh, hell no.
I don't believe that at all. At all. I think before you go there, you got to start with the fact that he don't even want to play them dudes. Because if you start trying to get him to spend without him even valuing it, it's never going to work because he don't value it. So he ain't going to spend. Yeah, he don't have no respect for it. Free agents, that's why he made it clear. He said, we ain't never been like, yeah, he made that real clear. So this ain't gonna stop, y'all. This whole thing is gonna continue. It's gonna continue. And so, and it's some pausing in it we gonna talk about. But it's also some good things. We gonna talk about that too. Cause see, it is a balance. It's not all bad. Like some of this stuff is actually extremely good. Some of this stuff could make sense. It might make sense. And some of this deserves us to watch it play out. Some of it. And we gonna talk about that. We gonna especially talk about that tomorrow. All right. We gonna especially talk about that. My boy West Coast calling me, man. West Coast, I can't take the call right now, big dog. Matter of fact, I am gonna take the call because this gonna probably be interesting. Hey, what's up, Wes? You live?
Wes, man.
What's
you
up,
doing?
Man?
You doing a phenomenal job, bro. Phenomenal job with the
I'm just getting
man.
started.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, man. So, hey, like, you know what it is for me, man? Like, what I love about this is they're finally saying what we've been saying. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm not mad at Stephen Jones for finally saying what we always knew. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like 2 years ago, it was just Boss Cowboy and West Coast on live saying, hey, man, this is what they're really saying. This is what they're really saying. This is what they're really saying.
Yeah.
Stephen Jones, I'm going to be honest with you. You're also seeing the change of power, too, because Stephen Jones is getting way more assertive with what he wants to do and not necessarily what Jerry wants to do.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, he's not saying what, he's always, over the last couple years, Stephen Jones has always been one to kind of make, that's Jerry's decision. That's a Jerry.
Yeah.
That's what Jerry.
I noticed that too, Wes. I noticed that too today. I noticed that, especially this year, he been kind of putting his foot down on making it really be known it's his.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what he really doing, and don't take this drop because I'm gonna use it. You know what he really doing?
I might take the drop. Don't tell me if you don't want me to take it, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you because I love you. He out here standing on business, bro.
Standing on business.
Listen to me. We're mad at how he doing it, but I'm gonna keep it 100. Listen to me. I'm gonna use a horrible example, but he out here getting his Trump on, bro.
Okay.
He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. Like he's going, and there's no deviation. Trump said he was going to build a wall. He's going to try to build that wall, bruh. Stephen Jones said he's going to make him physical. Like, bro, Stephen Jones, and this is what me and you have always talked about. Stephen Jones never won a Super Bowl as an executive.
Yeah.
He won a Super Bowl as Jerry Jones's oldest, as one of his sons, bruh. Because remember, Jerry Jones didn't listen to him when he went and got Deion Sanders.
Nah.
So he wasn't in that position to make those. So it's like Jerry Jones is chasing something he's won. Stephen Jones, bro, he like my son, bro. Like he's still waiting. He's still really waiting. Like he understands what a Super Bowl is and what that era is and what's about being it. But bro, he himself has never been responsible for it. And to think about this, the farthest we've gotten with Stephen Jones is the second round of the playoffs, losing to the same team, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Since Stephen Jones, you know what? I salute Jerry Jones for being a billionaire and raising a stingy ass son too, because that's amazing, bro.
Man, that is pretty amazing, man. Hey, he is. Listen, that's what you gotta give Jerry props for. He ain't got no 8 kids. He got some kids. They engineers. They educated. They understand business and branding. They tough. I will say that.
Yeah, because like how you have a daddy who can literally give you the world, but like Stephen Jones moves like he was like in the trenches, bruh.
Yeah,
like
he moved like he built it.
Like think about this: Stephen Jones doesn't move like Deion Sanders' sons.
No.
Deion Sanders' sons.
Wait. Hold on.
Man.
You gotta explain that, bro. You wait. Man, hold on, man. Listen, Wes. I'm gonna have to call you back, but I got way too much content to get through because I know we'll freestyle all day.
I'm gonna have to get a whole show for that.
Hey, but listen, stand by your phone, bro. Stand by your phone and watch the show. Because this is what I do.
You.
When I finish certain points, I call you to see if you answer, see if you heard it. We'll talk about it.
Hey, but real quick, please clean up. Hey, let them know what I meant about the Deion Sanders, because I know you one of the few people in the world.
I don't know what you mean by that. Clean it up yourself.
Okay, this is what I mean. Deion Sanders' sons, they move with an arrogance of, I am Deion Sanders' son. We have money. Now, they are still very humble kids, but man, they are very in the way they move in an ambiance of like, we are those dudes. Stephen Jones don't move like that, bro. If you notice it, how many different color suits have you seen Stephen Jones in? Not very many, bro.
Color suits.
Bruh, Stephen Jones does not move like he's an heir to the throne, bruh. Stephen Jones moves like he helped buy the Dallas Cowboys, and if he make one false move, we going back to being broke, bruh. And that's crazy, bruh.
That's funny, bro. That is funny as hell. All right, but let me get back to this content, big dog.
I got you,
call
I appreciate you.
Keep listening, bro, because don't wing it if I call you.
Oh, I got you.
All right,
on the
there
track.
it is. Yeah. Yeah, man, that was dope. I really enjoy that type of stuff where the content creators could just call and we'll just spontaneously go in. That's dope. I always love that. And if any content creators, y'all watching, y'all got my number, man, call me. I do stuff like that. I just put you in. Like, for instance, man, my boy Landlord, man, dude called me today. Ooh, we doing an emergency show tomorrow because it was on fire. I was like, bro, we gonna waste some more content today, and we did. All right, but so that was the first observation. That was the first nugget. I got a lot of nuggets. Now, the second nugget I want y'all to kind of peep game on is I want to talk about these defensive changes. All right, because that's one of the main things, right? Because I've been spending a lot of time on that lately. Definitely trying to give answers.
You want answers?
So let's go through some of these defensive changes, because to me, some of this is kind of like very, very, very big clues. So pay attention. For real, pay attention.
Speaking of defense, Jerry keeps talking about different alignment, different structure. What can you share with us about how differently you guys plan to play defensively that could help y'all in this run?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to evolve. I mean, we need to let Zim, get his hands around what our personnel is and, how he wants to go about it. He's been, he's been out of the game 2 years, but he's been studying the game for 2 years.
Let me just pause there for a second. That's one thing. I don't know if he was speaking rhetorical or what do you mean we need to let Zim get his hands around this? See, because the thing is, Dan Quinn had a vision coming in and he was being very concise. I just don't like what he just said because it gives me that feeling that y'all might be too involved in the divisive vision, because it's not like Zimmer to still be trying to wrap his hands around it. But so let me keep going though.
Dan was out of the game for a year and he came back and played defense in a completely different way than he was doing it at Atlanta. I mean, you observe and you see what people are doing that works, but I do think in general Zim's philosophy is
here we go in general. Here we go.
Is he's gonna play with bigger guys.
All right, so hold on. So he said, and that's the same thing Will McClay talked about. All right, so we gonna stop real quick and we gonna ask a question. Where are the bigger guys? Y'all got some shopping to do. Cause I keep hearing, cause see, Will McClay said the exact same thing to Nick Harris. Do y'all remember that? Yeah. So he just bigger guys. And see, we looked at free agency yesterday. Yes, we did. All of us looked at it. Yeah, we did a whole show yesterday where we was looking at what's available. And looking at what's available, man, where are the bigger guys?
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
I don't know. Like, for real. Like, can y'all go to free agency, go to Spot Track right now and tell me who is this big guy? Where is he? Where is he? What guy? I'm serious. I'm asking a real question. So if you go get these bigger guys, that means you gonna have to get back into the free agent market.
Bruh.
And we go talk about that. The good thing is that part of Zim's strategy sounds very clear. Because what? You heard Will McClay said, now you heard Steven said. Our guys are going to be bigger. Yeah. Listen, though. It's important.
We played with 3 safeties and 2 linebackers.
Dan Quinn. And see, we've been saying that we run 2 linebackers. A lot of people have been getting that wrong, man. They was getting that wrong a lot. We were telling people. Anyway, let's go.
And I think Zim's, from everything we can see right now, he looks to play more with, at least in the run down, first, second down scenarios, playing with 3 linebackers. So
4-3. That's what it sounds like to me. And we know that's what Zimmer loves to do, man. We know, now we would have expected that because we all kind of already, I ain't gonna say all, but a lot of people that already researched and know Zimmer, he's adaptable. He can run a 3-4. He was asked to do that before and he did it well, made it happen. But his bread and butter is 4-3 with 4-3 personnel. That's his bread and butter. And some of the stuff that people are like, a lot of people are taking, we gonna do more with less out of context. Because see, Dan Quinn, his defense was built on high rotation. So they fed him high rotation. He had draft picks. He had Lawrence. He had Micah. He had Fowler. He had Armstrong. Plus he had Sam Williams. He had a lot of rotation. Like Dan Quinn's system was built on, we gonna be fresh and fast. I think partially their efficiency, we is not gonna have as many bodies, but we gonna have better athletes. That's my honest to God opinion on what I think they doing, bro. Because the people going with that, we gonna do more with less. They thinking they just playing on words with that all in, bro. That's all it is they know that they can get a headline making Jerry seem like he contradicted himself. It's just, so we gotta, read through that. You know what I'm saying? And not fall for the wee woo.
That's a change. But and I know, in general, he's big on stopping the run. Not that Dan Quinn didn't either. I mean, everybody wants to stop the run, but, and
where these big guys though, man, I'm serious. You talking about an emphasis on stopping the run? When y'all gonna do it? Is it gonna be post-draft? When are y'all gonna do it? Because it's not, listen, after this week, Y'all and everybody else is getting ready to switch all their energy to the draft after this week. That's when they go start having heavy discussions and heavy fights in the war room about how to specifically rank the board. They have a general idea, but now it's gonna be time to fight it out. And all other teams go do the same thing. So when is this big guy coming? Now the good news is I didn't say this yesterday, but we do have time. I do want y'all to know that this ain't something we honestly don't have to fully panic about. In terms of shoes, is it the shoes? When I say the shoes, I'm talking about defensive tackle.
Is it the shoes?
So like, I don't believe the draft can do it because you're not gonna get no instant impact defensive tackle in the draft. It's gonna be just like Mazi all over again. Every time we hope in one to come in and be instant impact, we get food. We get our hearts broke. Some point we gotta also just know better. Like they did the same thing to Tristan Hill. They told us that Tristan Hill was better than Thornhill because Tristan Hill was gonna be instant impact.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
But this is also why we don't have to panic, to be honest. We don't have to panic because there is gonna be a post-draft market. It is. Teams are gonna draft just like us. What happened? Once we got CeeDee Lamb, didn't that change the destiny of Dez? At first, people was talking about, man, bring Dez back, bring Dez back. Man, we drafted CeeDee Lamb, and everybody was like,
oh, hell no.
Bye, Dez. Yeah. Any whisper of Dez talk just stopped. Bruh. My boy Elp say I'm better than you. What you mean, Elp? What you mean? My boy say you better than me. Nah, I'm keeping it real. It's gonna be a market. Why? Because teams are gonna draft defensive tackle, and they gonna end up. Some of these teams gonna be overstocked. It happens, and when those teams overstock, they gonna be open for trades. They gonna be open for talks, or they go outright release some of these dudes. Quality talent. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's just that we don't know who. And this is the thing, even if it don't happen, it's still no reason to fully panic. Because the ultimate time to panic is after the trade deadline. That's when it's like, all right, the store is closed. It ain't even, look, you know how you see some stuff on the shelves? No, after the trade deadline, the store is closed. The only people you getting is off the streets. So then you are only left with the Sues of this world. Yeah, street stuff. Yeah, you on a street market then. So, and I'm just being honest with y'all. I know a lot of people want to be angry because everything. Wait. But wait. My boy James, he said, I like your optimism, boss. I'm not there. I'm no. No, I'm keeping it real. I'm talking real ball, James. I'm talking real ball. Like I'm talking about all the ways we could get this DT. So this is because I'm giving you all the ways. Okay. So there is going to be a post-draft market. Okay. I'm letting y'all know it's going to be a post-draft market. Then it's one more market after that. It's the trade deadline, you know? And so at that time, if we are struggling, and let's say Mazi has not turned no kind of corners, and we might be winning games, but we super struggling to stop the run. At that point, you will have to go to a team and do exactly what they did with Jonathan Hankins. Because how did we get Jonathan Hankins? Y'all tell me if y'all remember this. How did we get Jonathan Hankins, and when did we get Jonathan Hankins? I'm not going, because y'all should know this. I'm not going to tell you. I'm gonna wait to see. When did we get Jonathan Hankins? And why? Man, nah, I'm taking them up another level on this one. My boy say, boss, you educated your fan base too well to fall for the wee woo fan. Nah, bro. Nah, I listen, and this ain't even, this is no emotion. And my boy Rome in the house. What's up, Rome? Y'all killing me, man. My boy said, facts. I can't be optimistic with this, bro. And I'm super optimistic usually. I'm with you. But listen, James Ruff, you got it. It was during the season. And what did we do to get Jonathan Hankins? Because we did something. We had to give up a 6th rounder at the trade line. And we got him after Philly. Because remember, Philly was hitting us with that tush push. And it was at the trade deadline that we got Jonathan Hankins. So I'm just being all the way honest, bro. Like, I'm not trying to pump no fake Kool-Aid into nobody's veins. Nobody. I'm just giving the reality of what we have. Because see, this is the thing. I already did a show yesterday where we showed the market. We showed what was available. And we showed how now most of them dudes have already been swallowed up. Like, they gone. Most of them are already gone. The people we showed yesterday are already, for the most part, gone.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
So then it's like, okay, what's the other ways to get it? That's what I'm talking about. And so when I heard Stephen Jones talk about Zimmer wants us to be bigger, it's like, well, shit, then that means y'all not done shopping. You got up to the trade deadline at the latest. And I'm just giving y'all the reality. This is the reality. You know what I mean? And let's think about it. Just because you don't have that guy now don't mean you can't go get that guy. You can go get that guy. You might have to give away something though. Where you could have paid dollars for that guy, now you're going to probably have to pay a trade for that guy. And you're going to likely have to go to a team that has a lot of defensive tackles and give away some of that booty. It's the same thing happened with Amari Cooper. Why did we give up a first? Why? Because we went into the season with receiver by committee. Man, listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all what y'all not gonna do, bro. Listen, you can be mad, disagree, but you ain't gonna start all this old coming at me bullshit just because you want to stay mad, bro. I ain't your wife. I ain't your girlfriend. I ain't your husband. You know what I mean? That's like you do that with your girl, homie. You don't do that with a grown man talking real business. Yeah. Cause that's what some of y'all do in y'all relationships. Your ladies let you know where you was wrong, and she proved it, but you still want to stay mad. That type of whack ass energy. I'm talking about real man discussions where we talking about the facts of what we've done in the past. These are facts. I ain't making shit up. This is all true. So what we talking about? Oh, if you just want to stay mad and see wrong, and see, I'm gonna do a show in the future, man. Cause see, I see Rome go through the same things I go through. It's like we just polar opposites. See, I saw Rome going at people on his channel because he was like, they want him to be positives. You know what I'm saying? They want him. And he was like, nah, they want me to be angry. Nah, bruh. Nah, if I'm seeing an angle where we can win, I'ma tell your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to just be in your emotions, this is not that channel. What I do on this channel is try to come up with ways for us to win. That's what I do. Now, if you want a channel, oh, fuck that, and oh, man, and we ain't finna be shit, I'm mad, okay, yeah, it's plenty of channels gonna give you that. This channel don't give you that. This channel is about solutions, dog. So if you go say like I'm just talking, bruh, call me. I guarantee you won't say that on these phones. I guarantee you ain't gonna face me like no man. I promise you not gonna do that. You go click. That's what you go do. All right. So let's keep going, man. It's a lot of clips.
In terms of how you're prioritizing and doing things that give you an opportunity to achieve what you want to be as a defensive unit. Some people philosophically are a little different in how they go about it, and not that one's righter than the other. It's just what they do well and how they've had success in the past and how they feel like they can have success going forward.
Yeah, it is what it is. So let's get to the next part about stopping the run.
Talk about wanting to defend the run a little bit better this offseason. Bring in Eric Hendricks. How much does that help? And then also, do you feel like you still need help at defensive tackle?
Yeah, I mean, I think, another year, with Mazi, I know Zim's looking.
Oh, hell no.
I don't like that plan. I don't like that plan. See, that shouldn't have been the first thing come out your mouth. And this is the thing I don't like about him. He's so in love with trying to solve every problem with draft picks that he does not use the common sense that you gotta have. Hold on real quick. The OG got something to say. My homie say, I need a move, boss. They got to give me something. Just something. Go get some more vets. I think it's coming, wrong. And I ain't capping. I ain't lying. And I'm going to tell you why I know they go do something. I'm going to tell you why they go do something. They got to do something because they go want to go into the draft with some type of a BPA strategy where they always try to go into the draft with a body at least. Like we even did that last year with Jones, right? We had Jones there, so we didn't feel like we had to reach for a running back, and that's what so I know we go do it. We just ain't in no hurry at all, and we literally sit back and wait for deals. That's what we doing, and some of these deals take a while. Just what it is. But I'm certain I think we gonna get a couple this week. And the only reason I say that is because historically, we generally always get something by the third week of free agency. Generally. At least that's been a trend for the last 4 years. So we'll see. But I feel you on that, Rome, because this is the thing, Rome, and this is what's causing a lot of people to have anger. It's no way you can look at this and just feel good. Just so many subtractions and not enough contracts with ballers. Yeah, the comp picks is already set. I thought they already came up with that. Y'all let me know, man, because I thought they already set those comp picks. I see y'all super chats coming in too, man. I'm finna take y'all super chats. But I thought those comp picks did come in already. Didn't they already? The comp picks are already accounted for. But anyway, if not, then I'll look into that later. But going back into his plan for the defense real quick. And that's why I say, man, it's a lot of nuggets in this, bro. It's a lot of nuggets, bro. But basically, he finna put a lot of weight on Mazi.
With Mazi, I know Zim's looking forward to working with him. I just think Mazi's going to step up and be a really good football player. But we also know that, Hankins was a good fit for us 2 years in a row. And, there's usually, big defensive tackles out there that you can pick up. I know the Eagles picked up a couple years ago. Late in the game, and just feel like there's going to be some opportunities there at that position as well. To add something, to add some depth and some competition for camp.
Nah, bro. You say you want to add some competition for camp? Then that means that you have to do some post-draft. The trade deadline is then too far. You know what I'm saying? You got to do something. If you saying you want some competition for Mazi before camp, that means you will go shopping post-draft. Because see, what's going to happen post-draft? It's going to be one more time to restock these shelves. It's going to be one more time. The market going to have one more bump. It's going to be one more bump. The shelves are empty right now. They empty. But post-draft, it's going to be some I'm telling you, it's going to be some teams that's going to lay out some talent just because of who they drafted. It's just going to happen. And that's going to be that time that if you serious, we go see it. And that's when we go see it. Because it's no way you serious about stopping the run and helping Zimmer and getting bigger with what we currently have. You not serious and you just talking. You just talking. You are just talking. Yeah, because there's nobody on this team that's bigger. Everybody on this team is smaller. Now I heard Will McClay say it. I heard you said we getting bigger. Well, when? And that's real talk. So let me go through a couple of more of these nuggets, man. Another observation is when he talked about, oh no, I want to take this first. The red shirt strategy. So me and Rome been talking about this red shirt strategy, right? That he really confirmed it. Like I ain't never heard him confirm it. So if you ain't been paying attention, if you've been asleep, if you've been cooking, pay attention. Because he really confirmed the hell out the red shirt strategy. Here we go.
You mentioned Overshown earlier. Who are some of and Mazi, who are some of the guys in their first or second year kind of in that position that make you comfortable with the relative lack of activity in free agency?
Well, a guy like Schoonmaker I think is going to step up, and he's only going to keep getting better. Another tight end, John Stevens, who we really liked, before he got hurt in the preseason. So these things just evolve. Young players come around, and we've got a good group of guys who are on the practice squad last year. Wanye Thomas was one of those guys the year before who then stepped up and played a big role on defense. I mean, there's a group.
Yep. And on some of this, he right. He's like Wanye was on the practice squad. Then the next year, we was able to observe him from practice squad, and he came out of nowhere in preseason. And that was when we was like, who was 30? Y'all remember that? And see, that's why I got to do this show tomorrow, bro, because this is the thing about us. We can't get mad when the shit work, bro. Come on now. You can't be mad, bro. Like, what are we doing? Now, I understand being mad because we're not active in free agency, but we actually mad when a strategy works? Bro, we kind of tripping, bro. We are. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about them because the UDFA strategy is something, honestly, we should not be no way mad at. Like, at all. We should be actually praising God that it's working, bro. For real. Yeah. Because we got some quality depth. Some quality starters are out there. For real. And I ain't just talking about bodies. I'm talking about quality starters, big dog. So on some of this, he ain't wrong, bro. On some of this. But he really also confirming that that's what they looking into next year. Like, we got some guys that's up and coming. We got some red shirts. And that's what it is. Because, see, if you looked at the, just keeping it real. If you look at the free agents, right, it's no way to look at the free agents and be like, oh, confident. If you look at the activity, it looks like nothing but exits. But if you look at who's behind some of these people go probably be just as good, better. Some of them go be worse. You know, some of them go be worse. Hopefully none of them worse. Hopefully every one of them are better. But keep listening.
For players that will have, that'll have their chance to step up and make a difference. I mean, you got young guys who didn't play a lot. You got receiver like Brooks, when you may be looking at losing a guy like Gallup, can step up. Obviously, Tolbert made a big jump last year and think he's going to continue to get better in terms of what we've seen out of him. So, we just feel like, overall that we've got a really strong roster. We feel like we'll obviously.
Yeah. And see, he talked about the red shirt strategy again, and specifically he talked about it with the defensive ends. And I want y'all to really, because we talked about this and we speculated about this on Boss Cowboy Sports. I also heard my boy Rome talk about this. You know what I mean? So the red shirt strategy, this is confirmation, because we was spitballing when we was saying it. We was like, the reason why they probably not active is because it looked like they betting on them red shirts. That's what we was saying. But he confirming it now. Like, yeah, we are betting on these guys that we basically redshirted to step in. Here we go.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just keep everybody, and we do have young players like in Dorrance's case. We got a Sam Williams and guys like that, a Fehoko who we drafted mid-round.
And see, we talked about that. Yeah, we said, yeah. I said, when you look at the defensive ends, right, that we missing, you be like, damn, what we doing? Hold on real quick, man. My boy Roll, hold on real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. OG, my boy said, he said, bro, I swear I have an optimistic plan for how we can improve. I just can't let this complacently slide because their commentary hasn't matched their action. That's all. And that's real. And I like the pressure. I love the pressure. I love the pressure that the fans are putting on the front office. I love it. It's a very, very good thing. What I'm doing with this presentation is also confirming that basically what Rome and I was talking about is what's happening. Like, we was spitballing, Rome and I. I think they betting on them red shirts. We didn't know for sure, but now we know for sure. Because especially you listen to him, he was like, yeah. So when you look at Armstrong missing and when you look at Fowler missing, you got to then look at Fehoko, and then you got to look at more snaps for Sam. It's just what it is. And it could work. And some of the guys we let get away, we should have did that with. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. We stayed with Connor Williams way too long. And what did that do to McGovern's developmental reps? Swallow them up. So sometimes your young guys that got upside, they can't get no playing time as long as you got a vet in front of them. That's a little bit better. Sometimes you do want them young guys to get those reps, especially with the high upside guys like Sam. Sam Williams ran a 4.4. That's low key Michael Parsons speed, bro. Shit. Sam Williams played Garner. Bro, what the fuck? Say, what kind of freak is that, bro?
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Yeah, so, see, this is a perfect example. Look at this. James, OG, James, my boy James. I want to see Izzy on the field. Let me ask you a question. How would that happen? How we go see Izzy? Because we wouldn't see Izzy as long as we got Gilmore. You're not going to see Izzy with Bland and Diggs. It's not going to happen with Jordan Lewis. So people, if we want to see Izzy, we should have wanted Jordan Lewis gone. You see what I'm saying? See, some of these vets that we bring back are progress stoppers. You feel? I'm just being honest. Yeah, I'm just being honest. I know some people like, oh, Boss is trying to be optimistic. No, I'm not, bruh. If y'all don't know, I don't kiss them boys' ass by now. I don't know what channel y'all been watching. I just don't. If you don't know me by now, that if I'm telling you good news, bruh, I believe it, bro. I'm not, bro. Let me tell you what I'm never gonna do. I'm never gonna let y'all twist me into some bullshit Goldilocks. I'm gonna do a show. I promise you, it's gonna be called the Goldilocks of content creators. And I thought about it from my boy Rome. Me and Rome was talking behind the scenes after the final word, and I saw it like a mirror. My boy Rome was talking about, man, these people on my channel, man, they want me to be positive. And I was over here like, damn, people on my channel want me to be less negative. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, I see what's going on. People want us to be Goldilocks. They don't want that porridge too hot, too cold. They want to mold us into being just right. Nah, bro, you ain't gonna mold me. None of y'all nobody go mold me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Nobody. So if I'm positive that day, because I'm seeing something good that day. But if I'm turning up the Joneses the next day, that's because I'm seeing some BS. I'm not gonna be Goldilocks. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And I'm gonna tell you what y'all should do. You should let every one of us function in the lane we're the most natural. Because if you want a whole lot of optimism, you might not want to listen to me that day. Just keeping it real. Because see, I'm a problem solver. So as a problem solver, you got to talk about problems before you solve them. So part of my channel is going to be talking about problems. But then how do you solve them? But if you want just something else to where it's just somebody venting or somebody extra optimistic, it's other channels that do that. I think you should go to places to where you feel comfortable and what you feel like you need that day. So if you having a bad day, you need optimism, you probably don't need to tune in when I'm talking about how to fix defensive line. That ain't gonna be a good day. But if you want answers, shit, you're in the right place. That's what it is. But let me go through a few more, man, because I can't go through all these clips. Because I'm telling you, man, he laid out some sauce, bro. But let me finish this and I'm gonna lay out a couple more
that are ready to play and need more play time, and would tell you, and probably even Dan would have told you, we didn't get Sam enough snaps last year. But it's hard when you got the Fowlers and you got the Dorrances to, those guys are a little bit ahead of them and they're young up and comers, but all of a sudden you give them the chance and they may be more productive than what was in front of them once given the opportunity. Obviously, we think a lot of Sam, and Dorrance did once Randy left. Yeah. So
he ain't lying.
These things happen.
On that, he told the truth. See, I ain't that dude that just want to stay mad. When you telling the truth, I'm with you, Steven. I'm gonna stand right beside you. I'm gonna have your back. Hell yeah, you didn't tell one lie. On that last part, nope. Because Armstrong did play better with the absence of Randy Gregory. He did. He did. Yeah, and it is true that sometimes you can't get these young dudes going until you clean out the house. It's just what it is, dog. It just, to us, it looked like all out when it's really not all out. This is more retooling. This is what it is, bro. Yeah. And see, this is why I like James, bro. James, this is why I know you love this channel. And this is why I appreciate you. Is because me and you the same. We are wired like this. I can departmentalize your mess ups. I can say you messed up here, but give you credit over here. See, some people, once they mad at you, they gotta stay mad. Nah, see, my boy James, he said, as much as I dislike that man, he told the truth. And that's how I see it. I'm like, yeah, bro, like I can't fight you when you just told the facts. And that is the facts. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just what it is. So, and this is what, and my boy Rome just said the same thing, because me and Rome built like that. Rome, I see Rome do it. Departmentalize. I'm mad at this that's bad, but then if it's something that's good, I can talk about that and stay right there. And if he telling the truth, I'm not gonna be over here like F. Steven. I just don't like him. No. Because sometimes them boys be right and we're wrong. Sometimes, bruh. Come on now. You got to keep it real with yourself. Some of this stuff is where some of us need to catch up to them on certain things. And I'm just keeping it real, bro. Because some of this stuff, they go end up being right on. For real. Yeah. And I'm not, listen, man, I didn't start this channel to just be I'm just finna just vent. And listen, man, I know people channels that's built on that, where they whole channel is all about Dak Prescott suck. We ain't shit. We ain't gonna never get over the hump. Man, I hate being a Cowboys fan. And they always show up and do content after losses. That's when you see some of these content creators. Because guess what? That's when they do big numbers, when we all mad. When we upset after we got disappointed after Green Bay, then all of a sudden you'll see them show up. What I'm gonna do, man? I'm so sick. Fire everybody. Get rid of everybody. F Dak. F Mike McCarthy. Jerry, you can die. I'm like, bro, if I gotta be fake like that to grow, I'm just gonna grow slow. For real, bro. If that's the only way to grow, for me to just murder and piss on my team, if that's how I gotta make $1 from YouTube, bro, I'm gonna talk about something else. I promise you. I promise you, bro. If I'm over here watching you grow from just hating your team, bro, nah. I'm gonna go and get out this. I'm gonna surrender this to y'all. I'm gonna be like, you know what? Obviously, Cowboy fans want stupid foolishness. You know what I mean? They don't want answers. They want to be mad. Yeah. Hold on real quick. Bumbo Rome say, he say, bro, I know all them channels, but I'm not dropping me, boy. Say, listen, I ain't dropping no names. You already know I ain't dropping no names. Boy, it's like, bro, we only see you when we lose. Where are you when we win? Yeah. Yeah. And I agree. We need results. We do. We want better results. I ain't gonna fight that. We do. We want better results. We do. I agree with that. But I don't think it's smart to just go support people that just all they go do is shit on your team. Like, that's the only value they bring, bro. They don't bring no answers, no solutions, no ideas, no strategy, no challenge to front office, no challenge to coaching, no thought, no strategy, no damn. Like, bro. Like, bro, come on now. What about some good old fashioned debate? Just even that. Just, you see it different from me. Let's talk it through. You know? That's the beautiful part of what we do on the Final Word. And that's why I love the Final Word. Because a lot of times, man, not a lot of times, every time we disagree, bro, it's real. Every time. It ain't no, hey, pre-production, hey, you're gonna be anti-Dak, I'm gonna be for Dak. Nah, bro, nah. So when that stuff break out, it's real.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can't just keep everybody, and we do have young players, like in Dorrance's case, we got a Sam Williams, and you know, guys like that, a Fehoko who we drafted, you know, mid-round, that are ready to play and need more play time, and would tell you, and probably even Dan would have told you, we didn't get Sam enough snaps last year. But it's hard when you got the Fowlers and you got the Dorrances to, you know, those guys are a little bit ahead of them and they're young up-and-comers, but all of a sudden you give them the chance and they may be more productive than what was in front of them, once given the opportunity. Obviously, we think a lot of Sam. And Dorrance did once Randy left. So, you know, these things happen.
Now, this is another nugget I'm finna lay out to y'all, all right? And this one is what you go hear most people talk about, where Nick Harris asked about the draft aligning with the needs. So we go break this down. I think this is another one that to really kind of pay attention to, and then I'm gonna take some super chats. But let me set it up. I should have already set it up, but here we go.
Placed on those early picks in the draft as far as needing them to contribute early?
Yeah, but I think the draft aligns, you know, a little bit with our needs. Okay. I mean, I think the deepest position in this draft is offensive line. So, you know, you're always every year you're wanting to bring young guys, into the fold in terms of your.
So the one thing that I would definitely notice first, the first thing that I would notice first is when he talk about the draft aligning to needs by his own, without being provoked, he mentioned first offensive line. Without him being coached, because see, Jerry was coached into all in by Clarence Hill. He was basically spoon-fed all in. He didn't just come out with it like that. He didn't. So, but this one, he just came out. Yeah, the draft aligns well with our needs because it's deep in offensive line, which is likely meaning that's more than likely what they looking at in round one. Yeah, and Tyrone Church, let me highlight this, bro, because this is real, bro. I'm glad you said this, bro. Just on the cool. Because sometimes you got to wait for other people to say it before you say it. You need to make sure some people in the car with you before you start shooting. Steven been doing a better job lately at just saying what it is. Just say what it is. So what been pissing people off is about Jerry is you hearing, and see, Rome just said it. Rome perfectly just said it. It's where, bro, y'all actions not matching what you saying. See, the difference is today, Steven just telling you, like, bro, these red shirts finna do it, bro. He ain't talking in code. He not giving us these subliminals and all this. He's like, yeah. And he making a case. He giving you, hey, so how you like Wanye? Yeah, he was one of our practice squad guys. We can't fight you on that. We like Wanye. You know? He was like, and that's what we doing. So when you talk to us like we got some sense and you really spell out what you doing and make the case, a lot of us independent enough that if you making sense, we gonna ride with you. We gonna be like, all right, okay. So you telling me you gonna get you a DT after the draft? Cause that's what you saying. Yeah, we gonna have to stay in the market. We think it's gonna show up. I'm gonna say, Steven, that's a bold ass plan, but I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna see how it play out. And if you right, I'm gonna have your back going forward. I'm gonna be like, bro, the next time boys break out in a panic and free agency, I'm gonna tell everybody, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna say, bro, shut up, bro. Like, for real, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have a shirt that say, fuck them free agents, bro. Like, if this worked this year, bro, I promise you I'm gonna put on a big old shirt next year to say, fuck them free agents, bro. Like, for real. Like, I'm not gonna be over here panicking these dudes been coming through. Man, I'm not gonna do it just because I want them to spend money. Nah, bro, I want them to spend money. Nah, it's not even about the money. It's about before they even spend money on these dudes, I want you to at least value them, to treat them fairly in competition. That's first. Yeah. So now I feel that. And when he telling the truth, I'm go rock with him. It's what it is. Like, bro, I'm not trying to make us the fans versus the billionaires. This is not what this is. This is about a competition of ideas. That's what this is about. And sometimes we gotta battle it, but let's keep it about ideas. This is not about the regular people versus the rich people. It's not that. This is a competition of how to get it done. And yeah, that's what it is, man. But see, so first notice, y'all forgive me for cursing too, man. I let out 3 strong cuss words. Y'all forgive me for that. But check this out.
Offensive line depth and, how we work that, I think that aligns very well with us. But,
yeah. So that's one of the big things right there that I took away as a nugget. It's his focus on offensive line when he started talking about draft needs aligning, and he himself let it out the bag, of that particular draft aligning with his need. My boy Landlord in the building, man. Landlord, I already told them, bro, we coming out with Boss Land tomorrow, bro. So I already let them know. So I done put the pressure on me. We go get it done. Landlord and Boss. And matter of fact, we talked about doing 2 shows this week. We going all the way crazy, for real. Man, we was cooking today on the phone, man. We was cooking so much. We were like, man, we got to do 2 shows. So I'm going to tell y'all, I ain't going to tell y'all what's on the first show. But one of the shows we got planned that I'm excited for, we going to be doing a film breakdown. And see, I'm excited about it because, see, we going to be breaking down the receivers and corners. And this is what's going to make it dope. Landlord played receiver. I played corner. See, when you add those perspectives, right? And we both grading the Dallas Cowboys, right? And he looking at it from a receiver's perspective, and I'm looking at it from man, that's gonna be a dope show. I'm excited for that. We gonna just turn on the film and we gonna go at it. So I'm excited for that. So tomorrow we got I'm gonna just tell y'all I'm gonna do about 3 shows tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you 3 shows. I'm gonna do the free agent show, the undrafted free agent show. I'm excited about that, bro. And then we gonna do Boss Land on a Tuesday. And we gonna do the final word. We going crazy. We going crazy because it's getting close to the draft. That means it's time for overtime. You hear me? It's getting close. Yeah, it ain't time to get weak. It's time to get strong. Huh.
Perfect.
Huh? It's time to... Come on now. It's time to turn it up. Hold on, I need some more buttons. It's time to run it up.
Run it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interceptions like Romo.
Let's go. All right. I'm going to let all these nuggets though, man. I got a few more nuggets. This one gonna be fast, and then I'm gonna take them super chats. All right. Thank y'all for being patient, bro, because I know this is a lot of stuff, but to me, I got a lot of confirmation today, bro. Listen to Steven. I got a lot of confirmation, right? We got confirmation on the red shirts. We got confirmation that they finna throw a lot at Mazi in terms of the answer. We got confirmation that they currently do not have their big guy, but they're trying to wait till he get released, likely post-draft, because he said that the goal is to try to bring in some competition for Mazi before camp. That means that the ideal window for them to try to get this DT is gonna be post-draft. Yeah. So listen to this. Here we go.
Gilmore's a quality guy. Cut the shoulder injuries, that kind of holding up things for not just you, but everybody right now as he works through that.
I can't comment on what anyone else thinks. I just know we think a whole lot of Stefan, obviously, with Bland stepping up and us re-signing J. Lou and, of course, having Diggs coming off that injury. I mean, there's another really, a great football player that we're allocating a lot of our cap resources to that barely, didn't play much last year. And here we're going to have him back ready to go. So, it's just having to pick and choose where you want to use your resources. Stuff.
See, this is one of them things that show that disdain for free agents. Let me just ask y'all a question, bro. If I bring up Stephon Gilmore, why you bring up Jordan Lewis? Why you do that? See, that's the thing about Steven right there, man. That's to me the biggest problem. I promise you. In his mind, that's the thing about his strategy that where he messes up. Because it don't even matter how good these free agents play and how cheap they are. It's not even about spending money. I'm telling y'all, ain't got nothing to do with no damn money. I don't want to hear nothing about us not spending. I don't want to hear nothing about that.
Another one.
I'm sick of us talking about money and it ain't got shit to do with money. It's about this disdain that they have for these free agents. And it clearly shows you, because how could you bring up Jordan Lewis as a potential answer to Stephon Gilmore? The hell, man? I can't even laugh at that bullshit. And then he said clearly, it's just a matter about where you want to spend your resources. In other words, we ain't want to spend no money on Gilly, but you decide to spend the money on Jordan Lewis. What the fuck, man? See, that's where you get goofy, man. That you bet on your guys just because they was drafted. So you overpay for dudes you should let go, and you undervalue dudes you should keep. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn money. It's about respect for free agents, and they ain't got it. He ain't got it. And that's what's messing us up. It ain't got a damn thing to do with money. Stop asking these dudes to spend money. It ain't got shit to do with money. I said this, man. I said it would tell us March 20th, my boy D.A. Lee. He said just waiting to see the numbers from Hankins' contract. Shout out to D.A. Lee, man. He been doing fantastic, bro. Fantastic.
Bring it real, bro. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
That boy D.A. Lee is acting a plumb damn fool on Twitter, and I love it. Shit.
Run it up.
I love it. That boy is killing Twitter. He tagging influential people. Man, D.A. Lee is on a mission, and I love it.
Run it up.
Another one.
And he got his hand on the post right. My boy D.A. Lee said, just waiting to see the numbers from Hankins' contract in Seattle. Man! And I said, it would tell us much about the Dallas Cowboys from the amount we see on the Hankins contract to Seattle. Well, you already know I got it. The Seahawks deal with Jonathan Hankins was $2 million with $300,000 guaranteed. Bro, there's no justification for not signing him, bro. And that's what made me mad, just hearing him talk about Gilly like that. And to me, that's the pressure we need to put on the front office. I'm with, pay free agents, but before you pay any one of them, respect them first. That's first. And see, we need to all be talking about the lack of respect for free agents before we start talking about paying them. For real. Because you ain't gonna never, ever pay for what you don't respect. He don't respect it, bro. And that's the pressure. I promise you we need to put on the front office, bro. That's the pressure. Show some respect for talent. Show some respect for these guys are also your guys too, Steven. You telling me Stephon Gilmore, his whole family wanted him to be a Dallas Cowboy. He wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy, but because he wasn't drafted, we talking about Jordan Lewis. Like, that really pissed me off that Jordan Lewis was put in the same sentence as him, bro. Because was it Jordan Lewis? Did they ask Jordan Lewis to cover DK Metcalf when he was cooking Bland? Huh?
Oh, hell no.
Was that Jordan Lewis? No. So why you... And see, you hear this type of goofy ass shit only when it come down to our draft picks.
Gilmore's a quality guy. Cut the shoulder injuries, that kind of holding up things for not just you, but everybody right now as he works through that.
You know, I can't comment on what anyone else thinks. I just know we think a whole lot of Stephon, obviously, with Bland stepping up and us re-signing J. Lou. And
what?
Of course, having Diggs coming off that injury. I mean, there's another really, a great football player that we're allocating a lot of our cap resources to that barely, didn't play much last year. And here we're going to have him back ready to go. So, it's just having to pick and choose where you want to use your resources.
So this is almost similar to that Gallup comment versus CeeDee Lamb. Amari Cooper. It's where you want to put your resources. So you letting everybody know you decided to put your resources with your guy, Jordan Lewis, the draft pick.
Stephon was, not only was...
Why are you talking about Stephon like he ain't coming back? Look. Stephon was, not only was he really good for us on the field, but, I'd say a better guy off the field in terms... Don't that sound like he ain't coming back?
How he goes about his business, being a pro, helping the young guys in the room. So, look forward to him. I hope things go well for him. And
hope things go well for him. This is disdain like a mother. Bro, why you talking like you don't even want him back? What if he want to come back for $1? I swear, bro. That's why it be pissing me off. We need to pay some free agents. No, respect the free agents. Stop treating them like bastards. Oh man, bro, that's so annoying. Man, that's so annoying. Dog, you can't listen to this and tell me he got respect for free agents. You just can't. You cannot. My boy, the landlord, put up the vomit. Bro, vomit. Am I tripping? Y'all let me know. Am I tripping, or is he talking like Gilmore has no shot? Am I tripping? I'm hearing stuff like I hope he go be like it's all these like it's almost like with she want to break up with you, but she don't want to say it. She just wants you to get a clue. Or sometimes we do that too. I've done that to little mamas. I just want you to get a clue. I don't really want to tell you. I don't want you.
Resources. Stephon was, not only was he was really good for us on the field, but I'd say a better guy off the field in terms of how he goes about his business, being a pro, helping the young guys in the room. So, look forward to him. I hope things go well for him. And
hope things go well for him.
He was nothing but,
he was nothing but
very, productive for us. And
he was productive.
You don't ever rule that out either.
Oh, man, say, bro. I swear, man. I swear, bro. I can't do it with baby. Baby, I can't do it with you, dog. I can't do it with you, man. Oh, my Lord. Let's go. So let me catch up to these super chats, man. Y'all been showing a lot of love today. I appreciate it. And trust me, man, y'all make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button, bro, because we going crazy tomorrow. 3 shows. And I'm going to do it too. Hey, and I'm going to tell y'all, this show right here is going to be fire. Listen, I already prepped for that show. That show ready to go. That was the show I was going to do today until Steven started talking. But say, listen, I'm mad. I can't wait to talk about this UDFA, bro. Ooh-wee. I can't wait to talk about that. I'm very excited about that. So get into these super chats, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we go on phones. I'm doing the phones too, man. I just wanted to get through the nuggets. I got some more nuggets, but I guess I'll say those. I can do some more content on that this week or tomorrow. Me and Landlord might double team that. All right, so let me get to these super chats and then we go take the phone calls too. We doing it all. My boy said with no Gilly, we can't have a great defense. Yeah, we can have a great defense without Gilly. We can. I just want us to just do basic stuff like respect the free agents. Like stop doing weird stuff like act like Jordan Lewis was a answer, you know, and I just over Gilly. And it's like, that's just annoying to me. It's super annoying because it's like your ego is doing this to us. You trying to build this team through the draft, even when guys are good, like Hankins, like Gilmore. You'll let them go for $2 million just because they wasn't drafted. You let Amari go to keep Gallup. You see the pattern? Do y'all see the pattern, dog? And he said we couldn't have kept Gallup if we would have kept Amari. Yeah, it's a big pattern of disrespect to the free agents. And that's why he ain't spending money on them. That's why week 1, that's why he had that old I showed y'all at the beginning how he had that old condescending laugh, like hopefully everybody can see by week 1 it was really active. So I need him to grow some respect for real, because I know what's holding us back. I'm gonna say this before I'm gonna save it to tomorrow, because I know I'm gonna talk about it again tomorrow. I'll just save it. My boy citing troops. He said, you gonna put a shirt saying fuck the Joneses if he doesn't solve the run defense? I ain't gonna do that. Nope. But hey, you can get a shirt that say fuck them Joneses. I just, I don't see that. How's that gonna help us win? I would want a campaign that's gonna challenge them. And I want them to listen to me. So if I'm putting on shirts saying fuck them, are they gonna listen to me? Now that'll probably be cool to y'all. It'll probably be cool though. I'll probably get some cool points by people that's mad. But I'm not trying to just get cool points with people that's mad. I'm trying to be effective at getting my voice in the building. So, yeah. So, but I know it'll work, and I know a lot of people will wear that shirt. Nah, I want them to listen to my voice, so I'm not going to say fuck you, but listen to me. I ain't gonna do that. So, that's why. You'll never see me have a shirt like that. Nah. Not with people that I'm trying to influence. No. That just, to me, bad strategy. So another super chat, my boy Chops well, bad strategy for me as a content creator. That's a horrible strategy, especially with somebody that's trying to put out ideas. Now, for somebody that I guess that's not like doing video content and you want to just wear shirts that say fuck the Joneses, I'm pretty sure to get their attention, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm pretty sure they would then ask a question like, why? You know, like, if you got a shirt to say F the Joneses and don't say why, you just kind of come across as angry, you know? Now, if you had a shirt that said F the Joneses because they refuse to make small investments into free agents, you might do better with that campaign. So my boy Chop said, Chop, for some reason, I think the Cowboys have something up their sleeve. They're too comfortable up there. Yeah, I think what we looking at comfortable about their decisions right now, I don't think that they're as not naive as it seems. Yeah, I do believe that they have a strategy. I do believe they believe in a strategy, and then some of it is good, some of it is bad. Like, they do believe in their ability to find talent through the draft. They do believe that they could get, and they only want free agents at value deals. Yeah, they do believe that. Yeah. Is they go too far with it because on certain positions it gets goofy. It gets goofy to even think Mazi in year 2 is gonna do what most never do. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. My entrepreneurship professor used to always say, don't fall in love with your own idea. You got to be willing to divorce it. Let me give you a perfect example. I'm gonna give you a good example of divorcing the idea. And I got tested too, bro. I got tested live. So we doing a final word draft show. We was doing the final word draft show. And I'm talking about Barton, right? Barton versatility. That's why I believe he the best fit for the Cowboys, you know, because we do good with versatile players. He played tackle, center. He can play guard. La 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 la. Tuck on the spot said, boss, why you keep talking about versatility? I'm looking at PFF and I'm not seeing where he played nothing. He only played tackle. So we was debating in the draft. I said, so hold on. You seeing it verified through PFF that he played nothing but tackle? He said, yeah. I said, well, draft the center. Even though I was beating the drum for Barton, I was boom, 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 boom. Once I thought I got better information, I changed on the spot. It's just that I went in, double checked, and it was like, oh yeah, he did play center as a freshman. And then we talked about it, you know, and he was like, oh yeah, okay, I didn't see his freshman year. But we all sometimes go get challenged on something we swore we was right about. And you got to be willing to divorce it. You can't fall in love to the point you don't divorce an idea. You just married to it. You ain't gonna divorce it. You got to be able to divorce ideas. You have to. And that's the problem right now with a lot of us as fans. We done got married to being angry. Some of us. We married to it. And we don't want to divorce it. So what happens is when Rome come with some things that's good news, or Boss come with some good news, or the OC are law. West Coast. Landlord. All us. Come with some good news. Because you married to being mad. You married to, I'm just mad at the Cowboys. You can't departmentalize because you're just too married. So in this presentation today, I gave some good, I gave some bad. I gave both. I think I gave mostly good, right? But some people didn't want to listen because they only want to be mad. So, and I think this is one of those things, Stephen Jones, he's too in love with the idea of all free agents replaceable through the draft. He's too in love with it. To where even though you can clearly show anybody the pattern, you can show anybody the pattern that defensive tackles usually don't hit their maturity until year 3. He could look at his own history and see it. But yet, he calling on Mazi to do it in year 2. Goofy. Can Mazi do it? Maybe. Sure. Is he likely to do it?
Oh, hell no.
And see, you do stuff like that when you so in love with your idea at replacing all your free agents through draft picks. You so in love with it that even when it's Gilmore, you do goofy stuff like bring up Jordan Lewis. Well, we signed Jordan Lewis. And yeah, Eric, Mazi is not trash. It's too early. I'm just being honest. It is way too early to call him trash. It's just what it is. That's why I'm making the case that it take 3 years. It does. Cause guess what we were saying about Tank when his first 2 years? Guess what we were saying? We need a war daddy. What did we end up saying by year 3? Tank was the number 1 free agent. By year 4, I'm sorry. Cause yeah. And you know, you say Mazi out of there. He out of there. And see, that's why I went through that whole talk on falling in love. Now, I made this whole case that it takes 3 years, and I can go, all right, I could go player by player, show you that in year 3 is usually where they hit their maturity. But some of y'all want to be so right about, and you so married to being right that Mazi's a bust, that don't, despite the evidence, you go still say stuff like, he out of there, he trash. So you asking, what's my honest opinion about Mazi? All right, this is my opinion about Mazi. Mazi has all the raw tools to be a very good one tech. He has all the raw tools to be a very good one tech. The thing that I feared about Mazi coming out of Michigan was only one thing: his motor. His motor. I said that he had first round talent with a third round motor. So, where I think I was wrong on my analysis and what I didn't do a good job of factoring in is he also had a massive amount of snap counts at Michigan, which I should have factored that into my analysis. So what I see with Mazi is upside and a guy that needs to develop strength. And not the weight strength, that grown man strength. Yeah. So, and I ain't talking about how many times you can lift 225. That's different. I'm talking about that natural strength that just come with time and metabolism. What the old school say, grown man strength. See, Eric, I don't care where you from. We've all said this. Man, you don't want to mess with my daddy. He got that grown man strength. I don't care where you from. You can be from Georgia. You can be from Florida, California, DMV. I don't care where you from. All of us understand the wisdom. If you dealt with a grown man or your old man, you know grown man strength. So we waiting on this grown man strength. Now, what we should see next year, Eric, or you gonna be right, we better see a big jump at least. Now, that's what I'm requiring out of Mazi next year, is at least a very discernible jump. Like, oh yeah, he jumped. Yeah, you can see Mazi different. That's what we should all say, that after the first preseason game. If we don't say, if he looking the same, Eric, oh yeah, he a bust. If he looking like he looked last year with no jump, oh no, he's a waste. We wasted that pick. Now, you supposed to see the jump in year 2. You supposed to see a big jump. Not even a little jump. You supposed to be a jump like shit. Especially in the trenches. Let me ask you a question. Didn't you see that jump in Tyler Smith? Huh? Huh? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Did you see that jump in Bland? Yup. Bland had a crazy good rookie year. He had an even better second year. So, as much as possible, that's not go fellas, is leaning on the history. Like, and then this is a good thought right here. Regina said he got Zimmer, he'll be fine. See, I talked about that yesterday. The effect of good coaches like Rod Marinelli. Like, if Rod, I put it like this. Let me tell you this, and I mean this. I mean this with all my heart. I put it like this. If Rod Marinelli was our D-line coach right now, I would guarantee you that Mazi would be nasty. I'm talking about, I would guarantee it. I will put every dollar in my bank on it. I will put every cent. Yep. And yeah, you right. Yeah. I forgot about this. Look at this. Yep. Also had a nasty second year. Yep. See, so what we should be looking for with Mazi is the second year jump. That's what you're looking for. Now, what we shouldn't be looking for is for him to be the year 2 hero. No, I think you asking too much. I want you to take the jump, but I don't want you to be the guy that we leaning on, play in and pivotal play out. Not yet. I'm going to ask that of you in year 3. But in year 2, I want to see the jump. So we still need a vet around him. Hold on real quick, man. Let me get back to these super chats, man. I lost my focus. All right. Yeah, I'm almost finished too. Then we go take some calls. I lost my focus for a second, y'all. Y'all forgive me. My boy B Bird with the super chat. And I see one of y'all just dropped another one. He said UDFA, late free agents, USFL, fortify the bottom of the roster which the Jones is specializing in. But to get over the hump, we have to add to the top. I partially agree. I partially don't. So I don't think because I don't think it's adding is the problem. I think it's how we treat them when they here. I would want us, instead of saying let's add, I would rather stay focused and say let's treat them fair. Let's start there. Because they bring them in. They just don't treat them fair when they're here. Like Amari was here. He was an over the hump guy. But because we didn't treat him fair, we shipped his ass off. So I don't even think it's about getting them as much as how we treat them when they're here. And I want us to put the first things first. The first thing first is how you treat them, not getting them. We keep saying we need to get them. We do get them. We just fuck them when they get here. Yeah. We got Evans. Evans was a former first round linebacker. We was like, but we got LVE. Dan Quinn wanted Bobby Wagner. But what? So if we would have got Bobby Wagner, guess what? He wouldn't have even played. Yeah. You remember we got Anthony Barr? What was Anthony Barr's number? 55. Did he keep that number when he came over here?
Oh, hell no.
They was like, you 42. LVE is 55. Him? Yep. You now 42. But man, I'm a way more established vet. You was. You play for the Cowboys. We care about them draft picks, dog. You was. Get your Negro butt over there and wear that 42. So, yeah, I don't think it's about at all paying dudes to get over the hump. Because I'm looking at them do boys bad when they cheat. Jonathan Hankins was cheap. And y'all still just shipped him off. Like, yeah, I don't think it got shit to do with getting guys. Like, I mean that. And I'm going to stay focused on that. I'm not going to get caught up in how much money we spend getting them in. I'm more so waiting on y'all to treat them right when they here. And then, I already read that. All right, man. So y'all know what's next, man. It's time to get on these phones. I know y'all got something to say.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me.
Let's go.
Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me.
Down.
They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me.
Who they talking
Guess
nice?
That's why the labels want the rights to me.
Can't
see
get
me
it.
on my back and it feel light to me.
See, they feel
They
light.
think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
Let's go. Man, that boy say I got the city on my back and it feel light.
There are 2 participants in the conference.
That boy say I got the city on my back and it feel light to me, man. That's what I say, man.
B-Bird.
B-Bird, I got you. I see y'all coming in the building. Man. Y'all keep on coming.
All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
All right. So I'm going to keep the phone lines open for a second. B-Bird, let's go. B-Bird,
Hey, what's up, boss? Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, man, good talking to you. I ain't talked to you in a bit, man, but I've been catching your shows like on playback and all that stuff, man. I've been having some good shows. I appreciate you.
Hey, no problem, B. What you got?
Hey, so I was kind of, you had went on this thing about shopping at Marshall's for a while and stuff, and I kind of want to talk about that since it's a freestyle, if you don't mind, right?
Let's go. It's freestyle for everybody.
So you know, you talk about shopping at Marshall's and Ross and and everything. And I think that's kind of what they do. And what they gonna get out of that is a financially responsible outfit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not gonna be anything that's outstanding. But here's the problem, man. They're buying their kids a financially responsible outfit, but they're trying to get best dressed in the school, and it just ain't gonna happen. And so you're going against motivated parents that's buying their kids the latest Jordans, the latest gear, got gold chain on their neck and everything, and you trying to win best dressed with a financially responsible outfit. It just ain't gonna work, man, because this is a competition. And so I think that, that analogy you use is correct. But what it is you got to put it in the context of, you're trying to get an outfit to win, not an outfit to keep money in your pocket. I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to comment on that or not.
Well, yeah, we said it in a slightly different way, and I agree with you. I said it is slightly different. I basically agree with their way of shopping, where they're able to match and get the right clothes, and they can get best dressed from Marshalls. The problem is they keep messing up on the shoes, So whenever I say shoes, I'm talking about defensive tackle.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. You cannot get no quality shoes out of Marshalls or Ross. We all know that. Now you can get that polo that'll look exactly like department store polo. You can find them jeans. You can find that belt. You might find the dopest hat, and you could be best dressed until you try to get them damn shoes. So I feel like in most of their personnel strategy, yeah, they put together some good outfits. They just always messing up the shoes because they try to treat the shoes like they treat the whole wardrobe, and I don't think you can do it. It's no record of you being able to do that. So to just kind of piggyback on your metaphor, I meet you in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I say, okay, yeah, go to Ross, go to Marshalls, just don't get them shoes out of there, and we good.
Yeah. Hey, so one thing too, you were discussing the red shirts. Yeah. And I don't think he necessarily believes in the red shirts as much as he says. I think he believes in a cheap contract. I mean, you talk about Overshown. He want him to step up. He want Bass to step up. Shoemaker, John Stevens, Mazi. I really think, when you start putting all those ifs, if these guys step up, if that guy step up, I think you're really asking for a lot of things, man, to happen. And all of them got to happen to the positive. But I really think that it's that cheap labor thing, man.
It is.
Wherever they can get cheap labor from, man, that's what they all in on.
Yeah.
Undrafted free agents like I did the USFL, the draft, May 1st cuts and stuff like that. They are so excited about cheap labor, man. But I think what that is that's that Moneyball type deal that if anybody saw that movie Oakland A's, Moneyball, where they get, hey, this guy here, he's almost as good as that guy. We could play this guy and not lose much. But this game is a game of margins, man. And so when you start doing that at every position, it's kind of like this. If I made an outstanding cake, man, and then somebody say, hey, man, that cake is great, man. You need to mass market that. And I mass market it, and it's selling all over like patty pies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but next thing you know, I say, you know what I can do? Man, I know I was using this sugar from this regular sugar cane place. But man, what if I just put great value in? I want anybody to notice. And then I put great value in, but I still sell. Man, that worked. Shoot, how about if I go to great value, do great value flour? How that'll work? Shoot, okay, how about great value butter?
The conference has been locked.
Good no more. It don't take nothing like the original because the margins matter, man. It's just keep falling off. And so that's what, like this game, like the NFL it's not a big span between the worst team and the best team, but it's little margins that help you win big games in the playoffs and that. And so if you start cutting at each position, man, like we can get away with this guy, we could use this rookie here and rookie there. I think that's why you start losing because you're not looking at the bigger picture onto what it's doing to your team.
Yeah.
And let me tell you this too about their draft picks, and you can comment after this. You said this before. I really think they put their finger on the scale with their draft picks.
They do.
What do you think about that?
Yeah. I want so many of the fans to really start calling it out, because that's the thing. That's the thing, is to putting the finger on the scale. See, the thing that I didn't say today about the Stephen Jones interview, if y'all go listen close, he didn't mention no free agents when he talked about the future. He still even talked about Ball and Matt Walesko when he talked. He didn't say one word about Chuma. Not one. Now, who did he lean on most when he needed a left tackle and a left guard? Who?
Yeah, Chuma.
Yeah. He didn't mention him at all. At all. You know? Same thing with Gilmore. What just happened with Gilmore? When they say, what about the future Gilmore? He was talking about like he was gone. Yeah, all of that is putting your thumb on the scale for your drafted guys, our guys.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest
that's
thing.
What they did. That's what they did with LVE for years, man.
Years.
I'll get toe up for this, but LVE to me, man, is everything that was wrong with the Cowboys. And not LVE itself, but just what he stood for.
Yep.
Because LVE had one good year, man, and after that, they just have to try to make that thing work, and keep bringing it back. Again, I said this earlier, LVE signed for $5 million and Wagner signed for $5.5. They not a $500,000 a year difference. They're massively different as far as players of history and what they were going to do and what they could have done to your team. But they so invested in their draft picks that they put the thumb on the scale. Man, they did it for Smith, a linebacker. They did They will sign. And if you start looking at our cap
they
situation,
did it for Heath, Xavier Woods. Remember they did it with Heath and Xavier Woods. Remember, that's why we was
absolutely
because we was for years we was like, why do they keep passing on all these cheap good safeties and free agents? It was because of Xavier Woods and Heath. Yeah, all of that is putting the thumb on the scale. Every bit of that. That's why I don't want us to get no free agents. I don't want them to get free agents until you respect free agents.
I hear you. Because I was thinking about what you said about the free agents, man, and I was like, I had a little bit of difference in it because I thought there was money, but it could be. I really started thinking about what you said, because when you said that they don't even like cheap free agents, well, they ain't need money.
Yeah,
you just don't like free agents. Yeah,
you don't like free agents.
It's not even the high dollar one.
It's not.
Yeah, they don't like free agents.
Like Avion Collins, right? Clearly beat out Ball.
Back to that conversation.
But I'm just saying, he clearly beat out Ball. It was like clear. Yeah. But he was only $1 million. He was cheap. It had nothing to do with who won that competition. Nothing. Because what they kept doing.
And if they get a free agent, what I've seen them do too, man, they'll get a free agent and won't even play him.
Man.
Because they're afraid that he might play well.
I think so too. I think that's what happened with Evans. Exactly what you just said.
I think absolutely. I think that would happen to Evans. They didn't put him out there, and I think he would have played well. They were afraid of that.
They didn't put Noah out there. Remember Maurice Kennedy? Maurice. Remember all the interceptions he had like 7 interceptions in preseason, and he didn't move up at all. Like who get their hands on the ball 7 times and never move up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and I'm gonna tell you this too. I'm gonna tell you this too, boss. Let's be it, and I'll leave.
Yeah.
So to me, what they look like they're trying to do is put a competitive team out there with the least amount of money, and they just want to be competitive, man. That's what Moneyball does. Moneyball keeps you competitive, but it never gets you over the hump, because the teams that got the better players, the more top-heavy players, are going to be the guys that take you over the hump. Yeah. And so they're just trying to me, they said, hey, we want to put a competitive team with the least amount of money. And I'll ask you this too, and I'll get off. I don't understand how, if we never sign outside free agents, how in the hell we got a bad cap problem if he's supposed to be the capologist? You know what I'm saying? He's been cheap for years. How you be cheap and you broke? I don't get that. But anyway, man, I'm going to go and let somebody else get on, man. I'm going to holler at you later. Appreciate you taking my call, too.
I'll always be. Yeah, and I can answer why. The reason why we cheap but broke is because guess what? We actually overspend on our guys. We got to think about it. Because, see, it was our guys who we tagged. Every one of them was a waste. tagging Dak, wasted $31.5 million. We wasted a tag on Schultz. We wasted a tag on Pollard. We wasted 2 tags on Tank. And remember, when you tag a player, 100% of that comes out of the cap, dollar for dollar. So if we never would have tagged any of them, we'll be sitting on about $90 million in cap space right now. 214, you live.
What's good, boss? This is Red, man, from D-Town.
What's up, Red? Red? Roosevelt?
Nah, man. Okay. Nah, man, you, yeah, bro. But I'm a long time listener, bro. I've been listening to your show for years, man.
Oh, appreciate that.
So salute all the good work you do in the streets, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I got 2 points, bro.
Okay.
And really, your show the other day when you was talking about DTs and shoes, man, it kind of reminded me of like an analogy.
Okay.
I don't know. Did you Cat Williams his first special, bro? You remember his first special?
Who?
Cat Williams. You remember his first stand-up special?
I probably do.
His joke, politicians are pimps. And he said sometimes he gotta be a pimp with his son. But one of his jokes was like, he said, and your shoes show reminded me, man. He said like his son wanted some Jordans, so he took his son to the shoe store. He told him to try on a pair of Jordans. He said, go stand over there. And he said, run from here to there. And his son ran, and he timed him. He was like 2.3 seconds. And he told his son, he was like, take the Jordans off. And he took him down the street to like a Payless. And he went inside the Payless. He was like, try them Batmans on. And his son tried the Batmans on. He said, stand over there and run from here to there. And he ran from here to there, and he timed him again. He said 2.3 seconds. And he said, son, now I can go and I can buy you the Jordans, and you have one pair of shoes, and they nice. Or I can get you the Batmans, the Supermans, the Spider-Mans, the Flash. Basically what he was saying is the shoes, he tried to make his son believe the shoes do the same, even though they not the same. Like, yeah, you can get more with the Batmans and the Spider-Mans and the Supermans and things, but they ain't Jordans. And you went to Carter, right?
Yeah.
Right, boss?
Yeah.
And now if you would have went to Carter with some Wookiees you got from Big T, what's happening to you?
Oh, bro.
What they gonna do to you, bro?
You already know what CC doing, bro.
Yeah. Exactly. They finna roast your ass. Excuse
no
my
mercy.
They about to fire you up.
Zero.
Right. And that's what everybody doing to us right now. They firing us up.
Facts.
Because Jerry out here trying to make us believe that these Spider-Mans and these Supermans and these Batmans are going to equal up to some Jordans and Nikes. And they not, man. We need some Jordans, man. We want Jordans now. We want some Nikes now.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Them Batmans that rocked when we was little.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta go quality on the shoes. And see, I know you feel because you from Dallas, bro. If you from Dallas and Oak Cliff, you already, man, shoes is everything, bro.
Right.
Like, bro, you can wear some Dickies and a t-shirt every day, but them shoes.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you a quick story about shoes. So one day I went up to school. I went to Lincoln, bro.
Okay.
And one day I had this recital, and I had on some church shoes. And my mama had bought these shoes, and I never forget these shoes. They had these big ass buckles on them. And I went up there, man, and I was like, man, I know what's finna happen. I know they finna flame me up. And I remember this one boy. I tried to hide all through the day. I tried to hide from everybody, but it was lunchtime, and I had to eat. So I go to the lunchroom, and it just seemed like they were waiting on me, boss. Like one of my homeboys, he didn't even say nothing, boss. He just walked up. Let me tell you what he did. He walked up with a sheet of paper, and he wrote "discontinued" on the papers, and he slapped them on top of my shoes. And boss, everybody laughed, bro. The whole lunchroom laughed at me. You know what I did with them shoes? I went home barefooted, bro. I threw them shoes in the trash can and walked around in my socks all day. Because that man put "discontinued" on top of my shoes. Like we gotta stop letting Jerry and Steven treat us like we some H, you know what I'm saying, some HOs. Cause we not, man. They can't keep telling us this stuff, trying to make us believe that we gonna go out here and make all this. We gonna do all this with the pieces that we got. We need some J's, man.
Man, need some shoes.
Right, and then my last point, man, I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
First, I want to say, like, I think Dak is a good quarterback. I don't know if he's great yet, but I do think he has potential to be great. I do feel like that he can win a Super Bowl. But I'm out on Dak, man. I'm out on Dak for a different reason than what people think. Because I just said he's a good quarterback and he can win a Super Bowl. I'm out on Dak because the front office is out on Dak. And it has been this way. And I think, you know, Dak is part of the reason why it's that way. Because we know if he would have just bent the knee and became a bastard and not being one of them bastard sons, like you say, and just rocked with the Jerrys and the Stevens, he probably can get the team that we think that he's supposed to have. Like, he can probably go to Steven and Jerry and tell them, like, hey, I want Amari Cooper to stay. I want you to go out here and give me a Tyreek Hill. I want you to go out here and give me this weapon. Because they was kind of doing all that with Romo, and Romo was their guy. Like, when they knew Romo needed a line, they started drafting linemen.
Yeah.
When they felt Romo needed weapons, they started going and getting weapons and stuff. They're not doing none of that with Dak because they don't believe in Dak. And I don't think we going to win or we going to get that super team that we think we going to get until they pick the quarterback that they want. And so when they go into the draft or whoever if it was Paxton Lynch or Baker Mayfield, I believe they would have did everything under the damn sun to get team around them quarterbacks because they chose them quarterbacks. They picked them quarterbacks. They don't want to be wrong, but they don't care about Dak like that because Dak never really crossed over, bro. He never really became one of Jerry's sons. And you know, like, that's what they really want in Dallas. So that's pretty much what all I had to say, man.
Good shit, bro.
Again, man, yes, shout out to you, man. Everything you do, keep it up, boss. Like, real talk, you was like one of the first Cowboys content creators I came across, and I'm glad I did because, like, you petty like me, but you do your research.
Yeah.
And everything you say, you always show proof, man. And there's a lot of people out here, they just saying whatever come in their mind, and they ain't got no proof behind it. So, again, man, appreciate everything you do. Again, it's Red from D-Town, bro. I'm going to be calling in more, but
keep
good
doing
shit, bro. Thank you.
Especially with this, you cooking, bro. We need good voices like this. This was fantastic. And I got you locked in, Red. All right? So when you call next time, I'm going to say Red from Oak Cliff. All right?
Yes, sir.
Salute, bro. Good call, bro. So let me just say this before we take Coach Marv and Tyreek real quick. I just want to say something real quick because you know they go bring that heat. I just want to say something real quick just to what Red said. And I wasn't even thinking about this until he said what he said about Dak. And that was a good case to get rid of Dak too, sadly. It was. That basically Dak, because he's standing up for what's right and not kissing no rings and bending no knees on team-friendly deals, that it does have a feel of sabotage. That Red made a good point that Romo did seem to get what he wanted. Yeah, I do believe that. But also I know Romo bent the knee. His deal was team-friendly. He signed a 6-year contract when all his counterparts was getting 4. So that means Romo gave up his whole youth to the Dallas Cowboys and gave them a super long contract that also did not set the market. So I said this about Dak. I said Schultz called Dallas a zoo, which offended a lot of Cowboy fans. But only with the Cowboys is the runner-up MVP of the league, Dak, discussed realistically as potentially out. Right after that epic accomplishment, any other team would strongly shut down the rumors. Just imagine if Jalen Hurts had better numbers than the MVP candidate. Would Philly be saying we need to get rid of him? If Matthew Stafford was the runner-up MVP, would the Rams be saying we might not bring him back? And if it was rumors out there, would they just sit there quiet or say, are you crazy? Our quarterback was the runner-up MVP with better numbers than the MVP. We are going to get this deal done. That's how they would talk. It's just, we just trying to work it out. But I assure you, Dak is going to be our quarterback for the next 10 years. That's how other teams talk about their quarterbacks. But our goofy ass, we literally had the quarterback that was literally the most valuable player out of all players in the NFL, and our ownership is not strongly killing and squashing them dumb rumors on him not being here. It shows major dysfunction and disrespect. Coach Marv, you live. You live.
Can you hear me, Marv?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Boy, you were so right. But hey, man, let me break down something, man, for you. Right?
Yeah.
The Jerry Jones interview, when I scroll across the thing and the internet, and they said Jerry Jones said we don't have enough money to get these type of people. And listen here, I think Jerry subliminally, straight up, was telling people the truth in their face, but they didn't really understand it. The article kept going on talking about, well, he don't want to spend the money because he really don't want to spend the money on a team that's not a Super Bowl ready.
I saw that.
You mean tell me you got the third youngest team? Listen now, you got the third youngest team in the NFL. You've been 12-5. It's not like you look bad during the season. You was not ready for a game that you still scored 30-some points, but you just didn't show up defensively. And yes, you had some problems, but those things could be corrected. But you're telling me with the third youngest team that you're not ready for, you're not ready for a Super Bowl. And when he said we can't afford people, if you just gave out the extensions to CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott, you could probably free up about $30-40 million worth of a cap money. And you still could give out 1-year deals to people, but at least there'll be reasonable deals to get guys to come in town. At least you can say $7 million, $8 million, not $1, $2, $3 million deal. I hear what the guy just said about Dak Prescott. Let me give you my spin on Dak Prescott.
What's up?
I think the Cowboys know that Dak. I really think Jerry Jones is all in to Dak with him to the Super Bowl. But you ain't got the money to pay him the bonus to get his contract extension. That's what it really boils down to, because it's really easy. Because if you let him walk, listen here, it is easier to give him his contract now financially, because the money he be earning this year, you could move that into guaranteed money for the next contract. That's what extensions does. That's why it's easier to give an extension than to sign a guy from a butt-ball free agent contract. You could just guarantee that money and pay it up front for this year, and that's part of the signing bonus. But you got to kick out money. You're not willing to kick out money. You told the people that we were broke. Listen, every other team, you go back to the Rams. When the Rams won, after they won the Super Bowl, their owner did a record amount of salary bonus money in that year with Aaron Donald, the receiver, and Matthew Stafford. They paid almost $200 million in signing bonus money to keep that team together. That's what they did. So if you got the cash, right, it ain't no salary cap. But you're saying to people that we can't afford that because we can't afford the upfront money to do that. And what you do is you'll put it on Dak and you'll put it on the salary cap. No other team talk about the salary cap when they're making moves, because they make moves. But listen, I remember Aaron Rodgers. What the Green Bay did, they signed to extension and they gave him $50 million up front. just to keep him there for the next couple of years. It put the team in, but listen here, they paid the money so they could still operate. And they went on the next year to win what? You have the best record in the NFL. They tried to hit that money ball while they could do it because they felt that they were close. They didn't have no problem kicking out the money. They kicked out the bonus money. You haven't even signed Lamb yet. You know what it's going to cost you to sign Lamb? You're going to have to kick him a $25 million or $20 million signing bonus. You know what you waiting on? You waiting on to get the money from somewhere to do it? What you waiting on? It ain't going down.
Run it up.
Boss, it's common sense 101, boss. It's common sense 101.
Coach,
I
got a philosophy. I got one. I've been thinking about this too. You see, I gotta tell y'all, Coach is an accountant, a certified accountant. Okay, so like when he talking numbers, man, y'all need to pay attention. Now, I've been thinking, Coach, that they also playing these games like this to play broke as well, right? So I would delay showing how much money I can free up, because if I free up the money, now I can't say I'm broke. You see what I'm saying? But if I keep these mirages as if we are struggling pie-wise, I can continue to parade the exaggeration like, hey, we just struggling to keep our cap and our books in order.
Yeah, but when they present they broke, they present they broke because of salary cap. Every agent out there, every agent out there done work with teams all over the NFL.
Yeah,
everybody know the routine of circumventing the salary cap. We got to structure the deal. It may take some money up front to spread the signing bonus to keep the cap hit down. Everybody knows that. So everybody knows that you ain't got cash to do that. Because that's not got nothing to do with the salary cap. That's about your bank account.
Yeah, because
that's all I got to do with it.
You don't have the cash, or you just a miser. Where you
and this is where the miser thing comes in. This is what really gets me, right?
Yeah.
Look what they're saving with coaches and front office money. They ain't paying no general manager.
Yeah.
Only the general manager. Everybody else paying $10 million for general manager.
And Coach, you raised this point before. They also don't pay coaches. So they
don't pay coaches. They cut out the $10, $15 million of general manager. Both general managers getting $8, $9, $10 million. They ain't got the general manager. Jerry, he the owner, so you cut that salary out. Yeah, you're paying Will McClay money, but you don't have to pay Stephen Jones. He the vice. So you're cutting out front office money that you can say, okay, we ain't got to pay those. Now you're paying your coaching staff. Every other little assistant coach. Now we have some assistant coaches that hit like the cornerback coach.
Yeah.
But every other assistant coach, we giving guys jobs, their first time jobs. Guys that getting the low bottom salary because this is their first start to get jobs. Joe Dirt, when you get Durden and all these guys, their first or second year chance for job. We ain't paying, and is it the cap in that? Nope. Is it capping coaches? Nope. So you broke on that end too.
All right, Coach.
So I'm trying to figure out
no more.
Where are they spending?
Yeah.
Where are they spending money?
Cause
where can he say that we spending a lot of money?
You know what this would take?
Where?
I would want to see the spending, if it was a major spending change on these bonuses. It would take a lot of research, but that's what it would take for me to really start looking at them in terms of having money issues. Because if it's money issues,
this right here,
hold on real quick, Coach, just real quick. If it's money issues, you will see it happen at a certain point, right? You know, if it's how you do business, you will see a record of cheapness throughout their history. You see what I'm saying? So I think it would take like a bunch of research on their practices throughout the years, not these even couple of years. But Coach, let me take this next call.
Let me say this one quick. Let me say this one quick thing.
Yeah.
They say they broke after he just paid $100 million to buy some stock for a failing business. Right. Now he broke. with the Cowboys. They just did that last week, $100 million. Now he's telling everybody that we broke. That's all the evidence you need to hear.
Well, I don't know if that's evidence or they capping. They could be that they're trying to miser play broke. I'm not gonna connect those dots fully, but I do see the dots. I'll say that. All right.
Yeah, good bye.
All right,
I
Coach.
appreciate you, boss.
No problem, Coach. Good call. Tyreek, you live.
Hey, what's going on, boss?
What's up?
What's going on, Cowboy Nation? Yeah, man, it's hard to come behind Coach and your boy out there in Dallas, man. Your man's out there in Dallas, man. It's hard to come from behind that. You know?
Yeah, that was red. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, red. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But other than that, you already know they playing games. We all kind of know that they don't believe in Dak Prescott. And me personally, I'm like Red. Like, let's let him play out his last season here. Come back into the division and go play with the Commanders and kick the Cowboys behind for the next couple of years. You know, I wouldn't get mad if he did that.
Dak?
And I hope, Dak, because you know him and Quinn was cool. Nobody's thinking about this. Him and Dan Quinn is cool. Because the Commanders don't automatically have to go get a quarterback this year. You know what I'm saying? They can say, "No, we're gonna wait till next year because we know that if they didn't sign him, he's gonna be ready to go. He's coming. He's gonna come. He's gonna want to come into the division. You know what I'm saying? Remember how McNabb came into the division, back into the division, back in the day?
Yeah.
Because the Eagles didn't want him anymore. Yeah, because we don't. A lot of people don't understand. They can just go ahead and draft Harrison and just chill out for a year, have bad quarterback plays, and let the Cowboys be stupid, and he come right back into the division and kick our behinds. That's one scenario. But I'm not hoping for that. I'm hoping that the Cowboys, the Joneses, are smarter than that, and go ahead and sign this man because he deserves every penny that he gets from them. He deserves it. Because he elevated his game every year since his rookie year. Yeah. And can nobody say that? And nobody can sit here and say that they seen Dak Prescott, a 4th-round draft pick, coming in here doing what he did his rookie year and continues to get better every year. Snapped off ankles and messed up shoulders and hands.
Yeah.
Dak's a fighter. And we don't want to pay our good quarterback.
Yeah. And we letting them old filthy rumors stay out there, man.
Just
like Tyreek,
so cool.
We know any other team that had a runner-up MVP would not even allow a hint of doubt in their faith in him. Any other GM, if anybody even said we don't think Dak is gonna be, they would have been like, man, we've been hearing some real disgusting rumors out there. Dak is our quarterback. Dak will be our quarterback. We will work this thing out. We will pay Dak. That's how other teams talk about their quarterbacks that's not even close to as good as Dak.
Exactly. This man was the winner, the man of the year last year, the year before.
Freaking man of the year, bro.
Come on, man. We heard only one time we heard something bad about Dak until this allegation came up. Is when we seen him drunk in that little scuffle back in the day. Right. That's the only thing bad you had on Dak. Other than that, he's been a stand-up citizen, man.
Yep.
Like, and we treating him like that.
Right.
I want him to go too because I'm tired. Me personally, I'm tired of them treating him like that. I'm tired of the nation treating him like that. Some people in the nation, Cowboy Nation, treating him like that, and the organization. They don't appreciate him. They really didn't want him to take Romo's spot back in the day. Let's keep it real for that. You know what I mean? But it was the guys in the locker room that pushed that.
Bring it real back. Look at this speaking fine.
The guys in the locker room. And a lot of people don't remember that. And a lot of people still mad at Dak Prescott because of that. It wasn't his decision. That was the guys in the locker room that played with him. They wanted him out there. And people got to understand that. The dude's a great leader, man. He's a very good leader, man. And we going to allow the people to come out of nowhere with allegations like that. It's always something with us, man. It's always something with this Cowboy thing, man. I just don't get it, man. It's like, why every time we start a new year, people got to get paid. It's always some BS, man. You know, like, why can't it just be quiet? It was decent. It was halfway quiet last year.
It was. True.
We didn't have all this going on. It was halfway quiet. And now as soon as Dak got to get paid again, now here come the bullshit. It's like, come on, man. And then you got to play CD. It's like, you messing up. The Cowboys, like the organization, have a way of messing up their own guy. It's like we self-sabotage as an organization.
All the time.
Before we go play big games, anything, moves we about to make. Why are you telling the world everything that we doing? We're not, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And then it's like the media don't make it no better because they talking about us all the time and we ain't won shit.
Yeah.
Excuse my French. We ain't won nothing for them to be talking about us. Like the way they talk about us, like we win the championship every year, man. Come on, man. It's like we've been hyping ourselves up just to be let down so hard. It'd be like, come on, man. Like, when are the Jones going to get it together, man? I understand Jerry. Jerry has his skills on the wall. Steven doesn't have nothing on the wall. But he sticks his chest out like he's the man. You're not the man, dude. You look stupid. You look silly amongst the other people in the NFL. Yeah, you making the money, but you're not coming out of here with the hardware. You're not getting the respect that you feel like you deserve. And you haven't earned it yet. And you keep trying to put these teams that's not Super Bowl contending teams. We building all right teams. We're building. I give them credit where credit is due. They're building competitive teams like you guys are saying, but they're not building those teams that they're gonna go all the way.
Yeah.
And I think that's a problem, man. It is like all the finger pointing, but why is always got to come back to Dak Prescott like he's the bad guy?
Yeah, man.
He's the one. He's the reason why we're not winning.
Yeah.
You're not giving this dude a real team.
Yeah, man. But let me go ahead. I got to finish out some bonus content, Tyreek, bro. But
All right.
Appreciate the call, big dog.
All right, now. Peace.
That was Tyreek, man. Good final word by the OG. I do have some bonus content for y'all. That's also because I would say today, I would say was a day of a lot of confirmation. It was. But also G-Bag did a good job today. And I want to kind of play something that kind of sums up a little bit of this show a little bit. And this came from Brian Broaddus, and he was obviously on G-Bag Nation. So just listen real quick.
Guaranteed. There's no way that's going to spell anything but disappointment for the Commanders fan.
Hold on. Let me go back a little bit right here. Here we go.
Has to do it with Terrence Steele last year. You can go back and unwind that. It'd have been great.
Listen.
And then the last player on this list is Dorrance Armstrong, and he got $45 million, 22 of it guaranteed. There's no way that's going to spell anything but disappointment for the Commanders fan base, is it, Brian?
They don't have any edge rushers, so he's going to be the guy. He. I'll tell you what. I felt like that Fowler was a better player than him last year.
And the Commanders got Fowler too, didn't they?
I'll tell you what. I felt like that Fowler was a better player than him last year. I'll tell you what. I felt like that Fowler was a better player than him last year. I'll tell you what. I felt like that Fowler was a better player than him last year. I felt like that Fowler was a better player than him last year.
And the Commanders got Fowler too, didn't they?
They got both.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Fowler, probably should have had more opportunities. Armstrong's been a flash player all his career. 1-2 real good game, and then next thing you don't see him for 3 games. So, yeah, that could be one that could come back and get them.
If I'm new guy, though, I'm looking around like, hold on here.
And so I know I've been saying that for a very long time. that Fowler was better than Armstrong. And the worst part is everything said it. Everything. The snaps to pressures, the snaps to sacks, everything. The eye test, everything said it. And so we talked about B. Bird. We talked about the thumb that be put on the scale. And so when you listen to Stephen Jones today, Brian Brothers is showing I ain't crazy. Because I said the exact same thing and been saying it for a long time. I said, this team is not serious until you first I don't want to hear nothing about until we pay these dudes. No. Treat them fair, bro. That's the first thing I want you to do. I don't want you to pay a damn thing until you ready to treat it right. Yeah, because you had Fowler. Fowler already was better, but because he's so in love with building it through the draft, we kept saying Armstrong get multiple reps over a better bastard. And when I say bastard, I'm saying free agent. Because we treat our free agents like black sheep, like red-headed stepchildren. That's what we treat them like. And I'm going to keep saying it over and over, man, until we all join. We need to be loud about this. And see, what we loud about is they need to spin. They need to spin. Bro, I'm going to be honest, bro. I wanted to say so bad. Shut up with that. Like, for real, bro. Like, and let me tell you why I really feel like saying that when I be seeing so many people talk about we need to pay free agents. See, don't talk about, in my opinion, paying these dudes if you quiet when you watching the politics. See, that's what upsets me. Because when I'm seeing the politics, I call it out loud. With all the positions too. I don't have no favorites on this. So if I see it between Avion and Ball, I'm calling it out. If I see it between Terrence Steele and Lyle Collins, I'm calling it out. If I see it between Zeke and Pollard, I'm calling it out. Wherever I see the politics, I'm calling it out. But don't be asking the Joneses to spend money, but then when you see the politics, you want me to be positive. See, that's what pissed me off about some of y'all. Y'all want me to be positive when we winning, because I'll be calling it out when we winning. Yeah, because that's when I call it out. I call it out as we're going 12-5. I say, yeah, we 12-5, but I still see some problems. What's wrong with you, boss? Why you being so negative? The problem is I see Armstrong getting more snaps than Fowler when Fowler is clearly better, which means that we don't have the best team available. Oh, boss, your channel is negative. I'm unsubscribing. Fuck you, man. For real. And I'm sick of that, because all we want them to do is spend money. But when you call out the politics, people want to call your channel negative. When I'm here to win. So I'm honestly really sick of all of us talking about the wrong thing. Oh man, we need to spend money. No, I don't want to hear shit about spending money until we all learn to join our voices and say, stop the politics. And if all I'm hearing overwhelming, we need to go in, we need to spend. Nah, because guess what? We'll go get Bobby Wagner and we won't let him play if we don't address the politics. I'm sick of it. I'm really sick of it. I'm sick of all this complaining about the wrong shit. Like, for real. Like, how many times, like, bro, we should be all firing on them Joneses for these obvious politics. This man just said that, they talked about Gilmore and they was like, well, we did sign Jordan Lewis. Man, what the fuck? Man. Boss, your channel is negative. Boss, what be really happening, and when I be calling this stuff out, y'all be leaving me by myself. See, y'all be wanting to be positive during the season when we 12-5. But then when I be like, yeah, I'm glad we winning, but this ain't championship level until you start treating all them dudes like sons. Oh, boss, I don't want to talk about that. So nah, I don't care about y'all complaining about us spending money. I don't give a fuck about that. Nothing at all. Join in the real fight. The real fight is to call them out on these politics. Once I start seeing the real fight, then I jump in this money fight. But if I ain't jumping in your money fight, if you ain't jumping in my politics fight. I ain't got shit to do with your fight. Fuck your fight. Yeah, join in a real fight, then we'll see. This the last bonus I'm gonna give y'all real quick. Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy with Adam Schefter. The lack of moves in free agency for the Cowboys. Here's Big Mike.
I'm a big believer in a second and third year jump. You know, we have some young players. We got some guys coming back off of IR that were young players that we're excited about. So we are definitely improving. You know, we're just not part of the free agent market right now.
So is that what Cowboys fans can hang their hat on? The fact that there are guys coming back that are going to be getting better because people keep waiting for the Cowboys to make moves.
Well, I think that, and also there's a lot left. So I mean, you'll probably have a market right before the draft or post draft, and then you got your June 1st market, and obviously we'll have another draft class. So I have great confidence in our roster.
So either Mike McCarthy believed that or he's singing a company song. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. It's hard to tell with us sometimes, just to be all the way honest, because we getting a lot of confirmation today on betting on these red shirts. That's what I keep seeing. That's what I keep hearing. It started off as a theory, right? I'm gonna say it again. We spent some time about this, looking at the strategy after the first 2 weeks of free agency, and we start kind of saying on this channel, likely these dudes are betting on those red shirts. But see, now today super confirmed it. You heard Mike McCarthy talking about it. You obviously heard Stephen Jones aggressively talking about it, naming a whole lot of names and examples. But my gut feeling about all of this, as I kind of conclude everything, is that it's not as bad as it seems. It's definitely not as good as it seems. The things that's not as good is obviously the politics still seems to be rearing its ugly head. When you hear how he talked about Gilmore, and when you hear how he stresses those young guys and he only brings up the drafted guys, he never brings up the free agents as future guys, even when they good deals, even when they price was dirt cheap, like Jonathan Hankins. That's why I'm so sick of us talking about trying to spend money. It's like it's not the money. Jonathan Hankins was a good player, and we still shipped him off. And we now betting on year 2 Mazi. So it is some truth though in some of the things Stephen Jones was saying, that there are, and Mike McCarthy confirmed it too. He said the post draft market, you gonna have a June 1st market. So it's some opportunities to where strategically they saying we looking for teams to lay off people, and we feel like that's gonna be the ideal time for us to be able to add that big DT. Because right now, I've heard you say it, and we expecting it now. I heard you say it. I heard Will McClay say it. I heard the 2 key people in personnel say it over and over, that Zimmer is going to show size. We don't see it. Right now, we see the same. You promising us size. We not seeing size. So before training camp, you already laid out the windows. You said it yourself now. Yeah, we gonna be looking post draft to add the big boy, or June 1st, but we trying to get these dudes in here before camp. And if you don't, you're a liar, you're a sucker, you ain't shit, and you deserve to have all your prices to go to hell.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Love, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, I'm just tryna get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the 2nd grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Love, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Niggas hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, grand to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave cause you ain't got a boat.